Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Dear students, our today's topic of discussion is orthopedic wiring. Basically, this is the most commonly used method in veterinary orthopedic surgery, in which we make use of the orthopedic wires to align the broken ends of the fractured bone with each other. So this is a very commonly practiced method, and usually, this method is used in sport of certain other methods like we can use this method in combination with intramedullary pinning. We can also make use of this method in combination with external fixators and also in combination with plates, just to improve the weight bearing capability of the animal and also reduce the chances of or withstand against all the fracture forces like rotational force, like bending force and axial forces. So basically two types of these methods are used. One is called cerclage method and other is hemicerclage method, and there is a little bit difference between these two methods. In cerclage we make use of whole the circumference of the bone, and we make a loop of the wire around the whole the circumference of the loop. But in case of hemicerclage method, first we create two holes with the help of the drill, and then these wires for making the loops, these are passed through these holes and they are twisted with each other. So this is the commonly practiced method, and most of the time we are using this method in combination with other orthopedic implants just to supplement the against the axial, rotational, and bending forces, or supplement with the sport of fractures, just to reduce the effect of bending, rotational, and axial forces. So in case of cerclage wiring, wire is placed around the circumference of the bone, while in case of hemicerclage wire, the wire that is placed through the pre-drill hole in the bone. So cerclage wire, in most common practice, it is used in combination with the K wires or Krishna wires, and just to save or just to protect the chance of the slippage of the wire, and also to protect the uh, uh, to give a good strength circumferential resistance to withstand against the rotational force. So the cerclage wiring has two distinctions. The one distinction is that this is the most commonly used implant. Another this distinction is that this is the most commonly misused implant in veterinary orthopedic surgery. So the misuse of the cerclage wire, it causes a significant percentage of the post-operative complication which has been observed in the veterinary patients. So the cerclage or hemicerclage wiring or orthopedic wiring, it is basically indicated in three types of situation or three types of the fracture. Like in the case of long oblique fracture, when you observe a fracture, long oblique fracture line, and in the cases of the spiral fracture, when you observe a fracture which is presenting the spiral fracture pattern. And similarly, this sort of method that is used to hold the multiple fragments in position. So these are the three conditions or situations or cases or types of the fracture in which we can effectively make use of the cerclage or hemicerclage method. So to function as a stabilizer, the wire must be having a sufficient compression on the fracture surfaces. So this is the main consequences, that whenever you are applying uh, the uh, when you are applying the cerclage or hemicerclage wire, you must have a sufficient compressive effect on the bone surfaces, so that to have a very good weight bearing load against all the collapsing fracture collapsing forces. So just to accomplish this criteria, there are certain conditions that should be adopted. Like the fracture line should be 2 to 3 times the diameter of the marrow. So this is the number one condition when you are applying the cerclage. So this is the basic principle that is adopted. So when you observe the fracture line, it is that sufficient that it is should be more than 2 to 3 times from the diameter of the bone marrow cavity. Then this is a very good case for you to place the cerclage wire. And similarly, maximum of 2 fracture lines, they should be on the fracture. So more than 2 fracture lines, the chances of the success or chances of the proper alignment of the bone, they ultimately reduced. Similarly, these sort of procedures, they are used in those cases where the line of the fracture, it can very good be anatomically reduced with each other. So if the fracture line is reducible and it is properly aligned, the lines, the ends of the fracture bone, they are properly aligned with each other and they can easily be reduced, then the success of the this procedure is more as compared to when there is a less anatomical reduction of the line of fractures with each others. Similarly, the cerclage wire that can further be supported with the use of other implants like the intramedullary pins, the external fixators and plates. They are also effective in reducing the chances of the fracture forces. So this picture that is showing the your fracture configuration, which is the recommendation in which this procedure of say cerclage or hemicircular wearing that can be recommended. So the fracture line that should be oblique and it should be reducible with each other. As you can see, this is a line of fracture which is showing an oblique pattern and it has a sufficient length, and that length should be more than 2 to 3 times of the width of the bone marrow cavity. So it should be longer enough that it can be placed with 2 to 3 cerclage wire over that side. Similarly, this sort of method that is also used in the cases when the patient that is having the spiral fracture. So, like in this pattern, the this spiral fracture can also be fixed and aligned by using the hemicerclage or cerclage method. So this picture that is showing the proper placement of the cerclage wire. So there are certain things that should be adopted before the use of this making the loops or before the application of the cerclage wire throughout the whole the circumference of the bone. Like when you apply the first cerclage wire, it should be having a distance of 5 mm from the ends of the fracture line. Say this is the proximal end and this is the distal end. So we have to leave at least a distance of 5 mm than this circumference of the cerclage wire that is placed. So the distance between one loop or one cerclage wire with the other loop of the cerclage wire, it should be half or one time of the total distance of the diameter of the cortical bone. So and this will so similarly, more than one loop, that should be very much sufficient. Like you can place 2 or 3 loops of the cerclage wire and these have this sufficient capability to make the or to fix the or to align the fracture bones with each other. So this is the key concept while you are applying the cerclage wire or you are using the cerclage wire. Number one concept is that there's the fractures should be long oblique fracture or it should be spiral fracture, and it should have a sufficient length of the fracture line so that it can be applied with 2 to 3 loops of the cerclage wires. Similarly, the gauge of the wire that is recommended, that is different. So depending upon the size of the animal or breeds of the animal, in case of large breeder or larger dogs, 18 gauge wire that is used, and in case of small dogs or small breeds, 20 to 22 gauge of the wire. Usually in cats we use 20 gauge wire for cerclage or hemicerclage wiring. So at least 2 to 3 cerclage wires that should be applied per fracture lines, and the fracture line, that the cerclage wire that should always be placed perpendicular to the long axis of the bone. So as here you can see in this picture, here, so it should be placed at the proper at the perpendicular to the long axis of the bone. So this method, there are two types of method which are used for placement of the cerclage wires. One is called loop cerclage wire. Here you can see in this picture, first a loop is made in the cerclage wire, and the free end of the cerclage wire that is passed through the eye of this loop, and it is highly tighted, and after tightness with the using the plier or some orthopedic wire twister, so the revolt end or the bent end of the wire that is cut, and so that these two, eye part and the loop part, they are fixed with each other. Similarly, in another method, we have to make use of the twist. Similarly, we make the first twist with the help of the hand, and then the further twist they are made by using the bone plier or wire twister. So after making a 4 to 5 twist, so there are 2 or 3 recommendation for cutting the twisted part of the cerclage wire. So in first method we only cut after leaving the 3 mm of the twist part, but in the next method, in the alternate method, in some time 5 to 7 mm of the twisted part of the wire that is cut, and that is bent around the circumference of the bone. So in this way, this method that is completed, and now this is a very effective method and commonly used method and easy method, which can be used by the orthopedic surgeon just to reduce or just to fix the fracture and align the bone with each other, and just to combat the certain other fracture forces in combination with other implants. Thank you very much for listening.